that it slap. Still, should them no side taxi gang with the chosen one, Elliott. We are top this spot with the real thing. With Dennis Brown did that sing, the real thing. Bob Marley sing, the real thing. We're burning spirit, my fling, the real thing. When you are chanting, you got to be good at what you do. So true.
Legacy90.1. Yes, and if you're just locked in, you're tuned in to the Natural Mystic Show right here, England. And I'm heading over to Jamaica now. Going to be speaking to the one and only Paul Elliott. A good day to you, Paul Elliott.
I must a greeting in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile King Selassie I, Jah Rastafari. I must say greetings to you and all of your fans, all of the legacy listeners. Big respect to the Natural Mystic program. You don't know the something set. Enough love, respect, and honor from the Stronger production team.
Okay, fantastic. And I want to say a big love to you, yourself, and everyone there locked in to Legacy 90.1. I believe you've got some loudspeakers playing with Legacy 90.1 blasting over there.
Right now, as you can hear right now, we have 2 double 15 turn up right now. The whole of my brethren, them and sisters, Lagina listen. And 2 big double 18 speaker right now. So right now it's like a big dance I'm going here in Jamaica. Listening to Legacy right now.
Fantastic. So I'm just going to shout out all the Jamaicans over there locked in right now. One love from Manchester, England, Natural Mystic Show. Did they get that? Yeah?
Give thanks.
Right, okay. So, Paul Elliott, your music is beautiful. Your voice is fantastic. And you go by the name of Paul Elliott, the Chosen One. Before we move on, the Chosen One. So, what made you put Paul, the Chosen One, Elliott in the middle of that?
No, you up now. How I get that name is when I lose my mom here in Jamaica violently by the gun, you know what I mean?
Oh, dear.
I murder my mom in front of me, I murder my 2 brothers in front of me.
Okay.
And just when I was going through trial time, the people them said, boy, you have to be the chosen one to not get mixed up violently and do all of the negativity. We use the negative forces and turn it into positive. And the people them say, you know that you are the chosen one. I'm going to take on the name to myself, Paul Elliott, the chosen one. And everywhere around the world, people have said, the chosen one, Paul Elliott, or Paul Elliott, the chosen one. That's what that name is about.
Fantastic. So it sounded like it was rough a while back. What was life like growing up, and where was you born and raised?
Well, I born and raised here in Waterhouse, Kingston, 11, Jamaica. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I grew up around all of the elders, them like King Tubby's, and I mean, King James, Blackie Hoover, Dan Carlos, Wailing Soul, Sly Dunbar, the Mighty Diamonds, Tabby, all of that. I grew up in a musical community. Daddy Ura, across the road, Bonnie Whalers, you know what I mean? I grew up with all of the great icons them within music.
Okay, so did you arrive through a sound system? Was you DJing and things like that on a sound system at the beginning?
I started out as Culture Paul.
Okay.
I started out singing as Culture Paul. If you go on YouTube, you will see some of my earlier works as Culture Paul, singing on Jammy Sound System, singing on Papa Root Sound System, Studio Mix Sound System, and all of the sound system them into my community. You know what I mean? Because you don't know where grew up me and being a man and the whole away, little Kirk, Yammy Bowler, the whole away, in this musical arena, little John, the whole away. So sound system was the order of the day. You know what I mean? So we grew up around the sound system, get to practice and talent concert and singing for all of the sound system them in England ever since I was a kid. Saxon, you know what I mean? Fatman, Java, New Generation, V-Rocket, you know what I mean? New Sensation, singing for Shaka Sound. All of the sound them in England, I was doing that ever since I was a kid. Me and Johnny Osborne and Orish Andy and all of these people. Them times I was singing as Culture Paul.
Okay. So you was at a dance hall and you started and closed the dance on the mic, yeah?
Definitely, man. Singing around me and John Wayne and Pompidou, Nicodemus, you name it. Because we come through the sound system rank.
Right.
With the sound system is here, we get to master our craft, you know what I mean? And get to learn how to be very smart working on any rhythm.
Right,
If you bring the
okay.
Shankai, the taxi, whatever rhythm, we can fit a song on every rhythm. I will come through the sound system era.
Right, so you came through the sound system entertaining, so you never got paid for it. Was it just to benefit you as well, as practice for when you move forward? You didn't get paid when you was entertaining through the sound?
They used to get a thing here and there, so you wouldn't call that nothing like that. But, where we used to make the money from was dub plate.
Okay.
When I was singing dub plate for sound system out of England and sound system around the country, singing for sound system, all of the sound system, them, I would go and dance. Them time if you make your name on a cassette, the cassette would circulate around the island,
Okay.
and a man in a book with your dance and
Okay.
you go sing on different sound system around the island.
Uh-huh. So do you to produce music as well, Paul Elliott, or did you used to produce music?
I always produce music. I produce every big name artist in reggae music.
Name some.
Production label.
Name some of
Produce
them.
people like Greg Isaac, Dennis Brown, John Holt, Ernest Wilson, Beaneman, Lucian, Admiral Tibet. You name the list. Every one of the big top name them within reggae music. I get the opportunity to work with. Produce, and if I'm not producing them, it's either I'm doing some marketing for them or I get to work around Bonnie Wheel. All of the people in there can think of within music.
Right.
Johnny Clark.
So you're one of the original artists coming out of Jamaica musically, yeah? One of the original ones. You've got some newer ones and you've got the old school ones. Are you one of the original old school artists?
One of the foundation one. Me coming up, I remember I grew up with me, Wayne Smith, Half Pine, Junior Reid, Echo Minor. So I'm coming from that era, the Liquor John, the Sugar Minor era. So I'm not coming from the now era. Mm-hmm. When time I'm doing this, Pinchers never existed in the music, Sanchez never existed in the music, Luciana never existed in the music, Admiral Bailey never existed in the music, Shabba Rankin never existed in the music when I was doing this thing.
Wow. So all those names come after you. So all the names you've just called, they're the newer school to you.
Yes. But while I was there, these people come along while I was there. Admiral come into existence while I was there. Shabba Rankin come into existence while I was there. The Major Worries, you name the list, come on. The Nitty Gritty come into existence while I was there.
Okay.
Because I was there before even Jammys himself set up shop at 38 St. Lucia Road in Waterhouse, Kingston 11. Because King Tubby's was the studio. King Tubby's was the sound, and also Daddy Uriah's sound, King Sturgraph was the sound. Before Jammys become the big top sound system of our era.
Okay, so who have you sung songs with? Which artists? Have you done any collaborations with any other artists?
I think I sang a song with me and Admiral Tibet, also reggae did. I sing a song with me and Richard Spice. Chat them a chat with. I sing song with me and Dennis Brown. I Can Do It. I sing song, lots of songs. Self-Reliance featuring Daddy Rings. I do a lot of collaboration.
Right, okay. So back then, Paul Elliott, who would you say set the pace for you back then?
All right, my pace setters was basically, I would have said, Half Pint was my mentor more than anything else. Because Half Pint was the man I really admire in lyrical content during that early years, because when the political era was very strong in Jamaica between PMP and GLP, Half Pint I sing songs like Due to Political Fiction, and we have Blackie who in the community I sing, and all of these people. So it's not even a one artist, it's a variety of people. Dan Carlos, Blackie Who, Dennis Brown. So it's a whole Juna Delgado, there's a whole variety of artists motivate me and get me strong up within the world of reggae music.
Right, okay. So going back to the King Tubby Studios, what was it like? How did you have to be? Did you have to be on point before they looked at anything that you put to them?
Well, my first producer basically was Jalais. And Jalais, when I started recording, I recorded to one of the biggest studios in Jamaica at the time, Dynamic Sound. Okay. So I work on 34 track, big board from them time there, we never start off the order, we start off working with 24 track.
Okay.
With songs like Easter Sunday Morning, songs like Minivan Man, when I sing for Music House label in London. So I started out in a way wherein I never start out like an amateur. I start out as a professional.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
them work there. You can know that experience was there because I get my practice and talent concert and the sound system them within my community.
Yeah, you sound like a very confident man, a confident artist, Paul Elliott. Was you always confident like this from the beginning? Did you know that this is for you?
I acknowledge my job from my early years of 9 years of age within the music. I've been singing it before that, but my first record come out when I'm 9 years of age, Easter Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So my confidence level grew when I take my first song to play on Jammy's sound system in my community. When Jammy's become the #1 song. I remember them take the song, play it into the wall and break the record in the wall.
Yeah.
Bring tears to my eyes and that was when I get more crucial taking my career into my own hand. I am one of the few artists who bust internationally and my single-handed without a producer, boss, or godfather.
Yeah.
And most of these songs that I was playing a while ago, produced by Paul Elliott.
Right, okay. Okay, so about dub plates now, when you used to do dub plates, what happened if you spoiled a man's dub plate? Would you have to pay for it? Do you only get one chance at doing a dub plate?
I never ever spoiled a dub plate before.
You telling me you've done dub plates, and you've never made a mess of one?
I've never made a mess of it because, as I saying, I get the teaching, watching Johnny Clark them do their things, watching Johnny Osborne doing their thing, watching Ori Stanley doing their thing. So I get to understand how this thing works and how to do it and make it work.
Wow. Okay.
So when them say, all right, it's like when I record my first 45. When them say go round there, it was just one go. Like you start a race at the game and just a bam, get ready, go, bam, one go.
And it was done. So if you spoiled the dub plate, a man's dub plate, what would happen anyway? Can you do it again, or do you have to pay for it?
You're not getting no money, and you got to pay for that space that you spoil on the man and dub plate. Remember, them time the dub was you do the vocal, then you have the rhythm, then the vocal, then the rhythm.
Yeah.
It wasn't just 4 songs and the dub. It's always the dub, and then the version come after.
Right. Okay. All right. Do you have any albums out, Paul?
Yes, I have 17 albums out. And
Wow,
1,040.
17. That's a whole lot of albums.
They're all produced by my Stronger production label.
Wow, that's fantastic. So, can
I
you?
record for all major producers here in Jamaica. I record for the Jammies, the Bobby Digital, the Black Scorpio, the 90, the Observer. I record for 90, Wholeness. I record for King. I record for every major producer and every major label. Greensleeve, Jetstar, VP record. You name it. Polygram, you name it.
Can you remember the track that did the best up to date now? Which track has done the best in your career up to now?
Right, but the song where the track where met Paul Elliott, a household name globally, is a song called Save Me Oja. I think I sent that song to you.
Yeah.
That song Save Me Oja. That album come out 1998. It also gets Album of the Year from Black Echo magazine there in London.
Yeah. Oh.
You know what I mean? The album Save Me Oja, that was the masterpiece album where propelled Paul Elliott to international status, traveling the 4 corners of the earth, done over 9 passports, traveling doing reggae music.
Right, okay. So you also done a track called The Real Thing. Tell us why you wrote that track.
When I see the dance fall era, I have to call it dance fall. I can't call it dance.
What do you call it? Dance fall?
Yeah, I call it the dance fall era.
Right,
the
okay.
content start to break down within the music.
Mm-hmm.
The DJs then start to come with too much gun song and too much demoralization of the ladies. I decided to come with a song called The Real Thing. Mm-hmm. So when I record that song, I remember go and check Barris up by Grizzly and play it for him and Barris saying, Mr. Elliott, that song is deep, but you're touching them too hard. But this is how the content come, because I have to go about it this way because the producers, them have dropped the standard, the musician, them have dropped the standard, and the artists, them have dropped the standard. So if I compromise on the lyrical content, it wouldn't do me no justice.
Right.
And a few years later, I hear my brethren come and rock away.
So are you gonna will you sing that song for us live here on Legacy 90.1, The Real Thing? Just give us a touch of that. Or you can sing as much as you want.
Legacy 90.1.
Legacy. Reggae music, them a mash it up. The legacy we come here so we fix it up. Oh gosh, we want back the real thing. Where Dennis Brown did a sing. Real thing, Bob Marley sing thing. The real thing, we're burning spear in my fling. Real thing, where you right chanting. The standard of the music is deteriorating. Yeah. What kind of vibes them your youth you bring? Oh gosh. The buyers them a say that them a fraud. Them no hear no melody, no key nor chord. Musicians, it look like you asleep. I play the rhythm, but it still skip a beat. Producers, be careful of what you put out. Lord, the reggae music is bigger than hand to mouth. Oh gosh, we want back the real thing. Dennis Brown did a thing. Real thing. Bob Marley sing thing. Some radio personalities, they too are at fault. Some of them see blame. Good songs put aside, the bad ones they exalt. What a shame, what a shame. Promoters, you two are holding us back. Do we stop, hold we back. Before the stage show starts, fans are say that it's flap. See, to them the side them sing and it was in one Elliott. We see a top this part with the real thing. Dennis Brown did a thing. Real thing. Bob Marley sing thing. You got to be good at what you do. So true. Help yourself and Jah will help you. Well, good seed you sow, good seed you shall reap. The Lord. Remember Jah promised the earth to the meek. To the meek, we want back the real thing. Where Dennis Brown did a thing. Real thing. Bob Marley sing thing. Cause the standard of the music is deteriorating. What kind of vibes them your youth you bring? Oh gosh. When the buyers them a say that them a fraud, them no hear no melody, no key nor chord. Musicians, it look like you asleep. I play the rhythm, but it still skip a beat. Producers, be careful of what you put out. Lord, reggae music is bigger than hand to mouth. We want back the real thing. Yeah.
Legacy 90.1.
Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I hear what you're saying in that music. You want back the real thing. Do you think we'll get back the real thing? Do you think it will return?
Well, it is definitely here because right now I'm doing some new song that is creating waves across Jamaica and the world. Mm-hmm. Songs like these strong songs like Miss Most Wanted. You know, these songs are burning the airwaves right now. Every corner you turn in Jamaica, these songs have the airwaves and the music video them is all over the television, rotating all over. I also have the new music video for Miss Most Wanted coming out this weekend. You know what I mean? So you can look out for that on every digital platform, YouTube and everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the reason why the type of music that you're not so happy with is coming out, are you blaming the producers as well and the DJs, radio DJs, people like that? Are they to blame, do you think?
Well, there's a lot of people to take responsibility for the damage that they are doing, you know what I mean? Because not people who's playing the music, they are also parents. Mm-hmm. And if you are playing things that is not appropriate for your kids and your grandmother consumption, you are basically doing a bad job. So it's not just the sound system operators and selectors. Everybody who consuming that type of garbage is also responsible.
Right. Okay, so the music that's coming out now, Paul Elliott, do you think that's not your, I mean, the newer type music, do you think that that's the type of music in years to come that will live on? Or do you think it's just one and then they just disappear? What do you think about it?
Well, you are now. Based on where I'm coming from within the music, I know what reggae music is all about, and the foundation of the music and what grounds it stands for. Reggae music was founded on the downtrodden side of the people here in Jamaica, when the people was down and beaten down and talking down, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You only could hear the R&Bs and the radios and the jazz and the rock and roll and whatever you hear on the radio. So reggae music started out in the community with the sound system, then playing reggae music. You know what I mean? From jazz, rock to reggae. And these were when musicians in the studio get creative and come up with different vibe of the music, with Delroy Wilson, Alton Ellis, and Israel Vibration, and Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny, and the list goes on, Culture and all of these people. So the music founded on the plight of the people, and we must always represent the plight of the people, and whatever is not good for the people, we must always stand against that, singing the songs that take Mandela from prison. You know what I mean? This is reggae music is what do that. Reggae music is the music that liberates Zimbabwe. The reggae music is the music that stopped the political arena when it was on the rise here in Jamaica between the Labour Right and the PNP, the two political monsters that was taking control of our country. And it's also the music where also I try to unitize the people in America with the Democrat and the Republican. This music is also the music represent the voiceless there in England. You know what I mean, between the political arena. So this is what reggae music was founded on.
Yeah.
And if we sit back and allow these youngsters who don't understand the foundation of this music, we will sit back and just make the whole thing just bomb up and they will go down in pieces with it. So I have to take a stand, singing positive music. I know that the on section in the music was when we were in Africa, and my forefathers them was using the on to communicate with brothers and sisters all across the continent.
Yeah.
So we know the power of the on in the music. So I bring back that within the music, using back Dean Fraser, using back Nambo, using back people like David Magna and all of these people, bringing back the musician them in the studio, Sly Dunbar, Robbie Shakespeare, you know what I mean, Flabber Holt, you know what I mean, Bubla Wald, you know what I mean, Paul Crashby, a lot of these original musicians who understand the music.
Yeah.
Most of the youth them playing the music now, them don't understand what they are playing. Them just go in and just play a phrase and something, and it's a word, and people like it, not beating down the youth them creativity, but them need to be responsible with the lyrical content that they are putting out. Because
Definitely.
we must be responsible for what we put out to the world. And we also know what the people love Jamaica music for. Was the content, whether you're in a relationship problem, you can find a reggae music to console you. If you're in a spiritual problem, you can find a gospel reggae to lean on. You can find a Bob Marley, whatever state of mind you are in.
Yeah.
Reggae music is here to comfort the downtrodden at all times, wherever you are on planet Earth.
Definitely, most definitely. So radio in Jamaica now, what are they putting out? What type of music are they putting out right now? Are they putting out the real music, or they're putting out more of the nowadays
like
music?
Musa Baruch and a few people who stand up and playing real reggae music still, you know what I mean? You still have the garbage truck that drive around the airwaves, you know what I mean? The garbage truck that have the constant driving, I mean? So it's all who ready to consume garbage will open them ears to consume the garbage, will be, you know what I mean, affected.
Yeah.
We are here preserving positive music, preserving the legacy of Bunny Wheeler, preserving the legacy of Peter Tosh, Bob Marley, preserving the legacy of Burning Spear, preserving Uriah legacy, Ira legacy. We are here preserving that.
Fantastic.
So when you're talking about Paul Elliott is one of the men who preserving that legacy from our forefathers, them who make them contribution. My brethren, Delroy Wilson, Alton, and all of these great people, Delroy Decker, Desmond Decker, and all of these people.
Fantastic. And I was going to ask that question. I was going to ask, who does Paul Elliott represent, and what exactly does he represent? And you've just shared that with us.
Well, you're there for ask. If you listen to the song, the lyrical content, and the production that Paul Elliott put out there, it goes without saying. You know what I mean? Because we are here from the early creation of this music. From reggae till it become digital music. We was there when the digital format came about with Noel Davey and Wayne Smith with the slinting rhythm that Jammy's helped to make a big thing on his label. But the creation of that rhythm definitely was founded by my brethren, Noel Davey and Wayne Smith over there in front of St. Patrick's School. I was there when time that creation came about.
Fantastic.
So we was there from the live music to computerized music with Steely and Clevie and all of these people.
Okay. Well, Paul Elliott, it was Mother's Day here in the UK because we celebrate it on a different day to Jamaica and America for some reason in the UK. And there's a lot of ladies locked in. And I know you've got a lady's voice when you're ready. Will you sing a nice track for the ladies locked in right here in England? Any one of your tracks?
Right, I'm going to sing this song. It's a brand new song for all the ladies over there in England and all over the world. This one called Miss Most Wanted because all the ladies across the world is most wanted, needed, and should be appreciated.
Fantastic.
You understand? So I'm going to sing a song, and I know you can find it in your repertoire right now.
Fantastic.
Called Miss Most Wanted, and the main song, Be Strong. All right, I'm going to start.
Legacy.
Go ahead.
Your name is all over town. Many men want you to wear their crown. You are priceless, no prices on your head. But many men out there would like to take you to bed. Miss Most Wanted, the best girl that I've ever seen. Miss Most Wanted, to some you're a mystery. Miss Most Wanted, girl, you mean so much to me. Every man that sees her keeps a picture in their mind. Right now I'm standing and I'm waiting next in line, hoping and praying someday you'll be mine. Beautiful woman, you are one of a kind. Miss Most Wanted, best girl that I've ever seen. Miss Most Wanted, to some you're a mystery. Everything she's doing, she do it at her best, yes. I wish I had a warrant to issue for her arrest. Then take her home. I know that I'll be blessed to hug her and hold her and give her sweet caress. Miss Most Wanted, best girl that I've ever seen. Miss Most Wanted, to some you're a mystery. Yeah.
Legacy 90.1.
Fantastic, Paul Elliott. And before you go, Paul Elliott, just remind the listeners locked in where they can find you and your music.
Well, my songs is all over iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, Google Play Store, Zojak worldwide. You know what I mean? It's all over every digital platform. YouTube, Paul Elliott Reggae. You can find Paul Elliott, The Chosen One, and IG, Paul Elliott, and Paul Elliott Reggae on Facebook. And this song is for the people who's going through trial time right now. I know you're going to play it, but I got to sing this song because the message is so important.
Go ahead.
Important for the people. No, I'm not being gravelicious at this time.
No, it's fine.
I just want to make the people them understand that the message from Jamaica is still potent like Bob, potent like Burning Spear, and all the other people.
Mm-hmm.
Wicked.
Be strong, don't give up. Be strong, don't give up. Yeah. That's it, that pause, you know.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, so we've got your contact information. We've got where they can find your music. Any last message or shout outs to the listeners or to the people, your people? Any last minute shout outs before you go?
Well, the message never lasts. It is always here, because if I come here last, that means I'm planning to go home. And
Okay.
I'm ready to go home yet. The message continues. I must say thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your excellent interview that you're giving me right now. And I want to say to all your listeners, 1,000 thanks to each and every one of you to take the time out to listen. And I must say to each and every one, please go out and support Paul Elliott, the Chosen One. We are here. We are doing the music. We're standing up for the music. We are not watering down the thing. And all the young artists, please go to real musicians who understand the music to make the music. When you're writing a song, make certain that the content can live on like the Bible. The message must like the Bible. Right now, when you're talking about Paul Elliott, we are now the living Bible through music. The music that we are making is in a Bible format. So if even when we transcend flesh, you're going to always can go back to that, like when you go back to Martin Luther King, Bob Peter Tosh, and all of these great people. That is the message and the legacy that we are leaving with people. Please remember where and what and how this music was founded on the plight of the people globally. I know the meaning of life. You gotta live it right. More love, health, and wealth. Long life and prosperity to you, my sister.
Legacy 90.1 FM.
I want to say thank you, and thank you again. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Paul Elliott, and we will continue to support you musically over this side of the world, okay? So I wish you all the best moving forward, all right?
Rastafari, love, respect, and honor. Enough love to the Stronger production team, Michelle, Majanai, and the whole team. Enough love. Big up my brother in England, Steve over there in Birmingham, Handsworth, Newtown, all of the people in London, Brixton, Tottenham, all sound system operator, all radio DJ, we and I, my brethren, big up yourself anywhere there. Enough love.
Okay, I've got a message before you go. It says respect to Paul Elliott and Janet from Cause Rasta Courtney.
Respect, man. Big up Rasta Courtney, man. Big up,
right.
respect. Anna.
All right, one love.
Wicked.